Skyrim is 14 years old now and about to be 15 in a couple of months, but here's 20 things you can still do after 14 long years. Some of the stuff I'm going to be showing is random stuff like glitches, exploits, or maybe something that you didn't even know about. But without further ado, let's get started. Mehrunes Razor has a 1% chance to instantly kill any enemy, but if you do wield Valdor's Lucky Dagger on your offhand, this will increase your instant kill to 25% instead of 1%, which is insanely powerful because there's no enemy that is immune to this enchantment. Shield Run is overpowered because it has the ability to stagger enemies at the cost of stamina. But there's a trick: you can run infinitely without stopping. If you crouch and then run, you'll start losing stamina, but you'll still be able to run and shield bash infinitely incoming enemies, making this overpowered and unstoppable. Net jelly is considered one of the most overpowered ingredients because when you eat an ingredient, the effects will be applied onto your character. And net jelly is the only ingredient that can paralyze the player because of its first ingredient. It's overpowered because you can completely stop fall damage by consuming it before you hit the ground, and also travel extremely fast using the whirlwind sprint shout while eating the ingredient afterwards. Every insect has a hitbox, meaning you can ride on top of one and it will make you fly, but that also means you can damage them with a shout, and you can also attack them with your weapons. Did you know when a merchant passes away, there will be someone else who will take over their job? Just like in Riften, if Balaman passes away, then his apprentice will take over, but this doesn't happen everywhere in Skyrim, only in certain places like the blacksmith in Riften. There are actually destructible mechanics in a 15-year-old game. If you start the war between the Stormcloaks and the Imperials, in some of the forts and bandit forts, there are destructible spikes. While they may seem normal at first, but if you go up to one and hit them with the weapon, it will start to change. If you continuously hit it, it will eventually break. You can completely destroy one with one hit if your attack is high enough. Every forge you come across can actually hurt you if you stand inside of it, but the only forge that can't hurt you is the Sky Forge, located in Whiterun. Maybe it's because of its magical powers and mysterious ways to forge weapons and armor, or maybe Bethesda just forgot to code something, but nevertheless, it's the only forge in Skyrim that can never hurt the player. You can get to level 100 in Alteration in seconds. All you need is the spell Mage Light and 100% Fortify Alchemy. Travel outside of Solitude Gate, then look at the peak of the mountain, then spam the spell Mage Light, and you'll be at level 100 Alteration in seconds. Like this video so you'll remember. There's actually a chest that can spawn in 3 bandits if you open it outside of Whiterun next to Dragon's Reach. There's a bandit hideout. There's also this one locked chest inside of the hideout. If you unlock it, 3 bandits will spawn behind you and start to attack. So the next time you try to loot this chest, make sure you look behind you. You can get 2 Dawnbreakers, because for some reason Bethesda forgot to remove this in the game. In order to do so, you must defeat the boss, then the sword will be on the ground, but you can't pick up the weapon. The only other way is to use the Master Destruction spell called Firestorm. Then afterwards, you can pick up the Dawnbreaker off of the ground and then get the other after the quest has ended. There is an ingredient called Jiren Root. This ingredient instant kills any enemy. Because it's so powerful, you can make an insane potion like this. And it can also instant kill the Ebony Warrior, which he has a 50% poison resistance. You can get this ingredient by doing the Dark Brotherhood questline. You technically don't become the Dragonborn until you complete the quest called Dragon Rising, meaning before defeating your very first dragon and absorbing its soul, no other dragons in Skyrim will ever spawn, making it impossible for you to use shouts, but you can still collect the shouts on the wall, just not learn them. You can get 2 Blades of Woe, one at the very beginning of the game and one later in the game. To do this, before Astrid recruits you, if you have the perk called Misdirection in the pickpocketing skill tree, you'll be able to take the blade. Then afterwards, complete the Dark Brotherhood questline like normal. At the end, you'll receive another blade. Now you'll have 2 of the same unique weapons. The Giant's Club can actually be used. In order to do this, you need to hire a companion or just bring a companion that you have, travel to Trumbull Arch Pass, climb up the ledge of the rocks. There'll be a Giant's Club which you can't pick up, but you can command your follower to pick up the weapon. Then afterwards, it'll be inside of their inventory permanently. So before you do this, make sure the follower you have is someone you want to wield the Giant's Club. Unfortunately, you can't use the weapon, but your follower will have a fun time using this weapon. You can technically get the most overpowered one-handed sword at level 1, but I recommend getting this around level 30 or higher. In order to do this, travel to Colada's farm in Solitude and pick up the bucket straight ahead of you. Then travel to Riften and enter the sewers and head into the Thieves Guild Tavern. Go into the back door, then turn left into the room that has an opening on top. Now place the bucket down, jump on it, make sure you're on the side of the bucket, then click your interact button and jump when the bucket starts floating up. Then you have one of the strongest one-handed sword. You can take everything except this note. Take it and you'll regret it later. Lockpicking is extremely easy, but sometimes there are locked loot that requires a key which can't be lockpicked. But if you have a follower who is proficient in lockpicking, you can give them a lockpick and command them to open a lock that requires a key. It will work and the locked loot will be yours for the taking, but this only works with loot, not doors that require a key. If you enter the building and head into Helga's bedroom, you'll notice that there is a statue of Dubella, which is the goddess of love and beauty. It seems normal until you look at the bed and realize it's not a normal bed. Also, under the bed, there's a massive item meant for something. Then next to the statue, there's a jar of honey for extra flavor. There is a hidden but cool Easter egg that players miss, because it has to do with the statue of Mara. Well, specifically the bowl that's with Mara. If you jump up and look at what's inside of the bowl, you'll notice that it resembles the Skyrim map very closely. An Easter egg that's been right in front of you this whole time. You can actually duplicate items, giving you 2 or more of the same unique weapons and armor. Travel to an isolated room, make sure there's no NPCs or guards around, they will mess it up. Then have a follower wait inside of the room, drop the item you want to duplicate, make sure the item doesn't roll but drops completely straight down, and then command your follower to pick up the item. Afterwards, go into a loading screen, and when you come back, there will be 2 items, one in your follower's inventory and the other on the ground. It's possible to run faster than the normal sprinting speed. In order to do so, you need to become over encumbered. Then use the whirlwind sprint shout and immediately sheath or unsheath your weapon. Then you'll be running faster than the courier who's trying to always find you.